Welcome back to the Sports Report. I'm Brick Brockman, and you're not. Popular radio talk show host Joe Getty recently drew a flag for this on-air comment.
Yeah, I could kick a 37-yard field goal.
After being challenged to prove his claim, Joe Getty takes to the field to settle the score once and for all. We'll head down to the sidelines to a woman not quite talented enough to work indoors, Amber Obvious. Amber?
That's right, Brick. I'm standing here while radio legend Joe Getty warms up for this highly anticipated event. In the distance, you see an athlete, cool with confidence and eager to prove his doubters wrong. But let's take a closer look at a man with no quit in his playbook in this extra point.
Talk radio god, rock and roll frontman, political activist. Is there anything Joe Getty can't do? Maybe.
You know, it hasn't been an easy road leading up to today. A lot of people doubted me, said I couldn't do it, that I'd never do it, thought I didn't have the talent, but I just used that to motivate me. I mean, it's almost been a positive, because I got something to prove now, and I'm going to prove it.
But when you look deep into the soul of a man as determined as Joe Getty, and you train as hard as Joe Getty, you sweat as much as Joe Getty, you completely forget what the point was.
And you know, on the other end of it, people see what I have achieved, and they say he can't be doing it naturally. He's got to be doping or whatever. And so the league, as you might expect, has subjected me to test after test. But I'm clean, man. I'm clean. I've never failed a test. Not a drug test, anyway.
Who might kick a 37-yard field goal? Joe Getty might.
But it's all been leading up to one moment, and I hope when that moment comes, I'll be ready. I know I'll be ready.
Oh, Brick, so as you can see, we're just moments away from witnessing a guy trying to kick a field goal. Back to you.
Thanks, Amber. It's great to see that even a woman can explain to the audience what we can clearly see on camera. I spoke with Jim Harbaugh recently about the 49ers' offer to sign Joe Getty to their Super Bowl-bound team. He had this to say.
I think he'll contribute not only in the special teams, but he'll have a shot in our secondary, and it's a spot, yet to be determined.
When asked about the limitations of Joe Getty's age and physical condition, Harbaugh had this to say.
Well, if he had rust or conditioning issues, it sure hasn't been noticed.
Getty has since turned down the 49ers' offer to be their kicker this Sunday in New Orleans due to family obligations. And now we'll head back down to a person who reeks of professional desperation, Amber Obvious.
Thanks, Brick. We're ready to go here on the field as Joe Getty lines up for the 37-yard field goal attempt. He has demonstrated great poise and modesty here in front of the crowd. He looks ready to go.
Yes, I can do this. I know I can do this.
The kick is up. It should have the distance. And it is good from 37 yards out. And Joe Getty celebrating while the crowd erupts. I'll try to get a word with Joe. Joe, what do you have to say to your coworkers and fans who doubted your athletic ability today?
The kick and the Super Bowl, to be in the Super Bowl, and John and Jim Harbaugh are brothers, and Ray Lewis killed a guy, and the Niners going all the way, baby!
Okay, there you have it, Brick. Joe Getty, field goal specialist. And if I were blonde and willing to wear a shorter skirt, I'd have an anchor job. Back to you.
Thanks, Amber. I'll take a coffee and a scone when you get back. I'm Brick Brockman. This was the Sports Report.